July 22 is Pi Approximation Day, also known as Casual Pi Day. The day is dedicated to the mathematical constant pi. Pi denotes the relationship between a circle's circumference and its diameter, and it's denoted by fraction 22 by 7, which is in a date-month format of a year. As part of this, we celebrate July 22nd to 28th as Pi Week. On behalf of the celebration, we are here to present a video on history of Pi. Math is something to understand, not to learn. History of Pi. Welcome to all of you who are here to know more about Pi. History of Pi. What is Pi? History of Pi. Why Pi is important. What is pi? First, pi is the 16th letter of the Greek alphabet. Second, the symbol of pi denoting the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. The ratio itself, a transcendental number having a value to 8 decimal places of 3.14159265. A number can be placed into several categories based on its properties. Is it prime or composite? Is it imaginary or real? Is it transcendental or algebraic? These questions help define a number's behavior in different situations. In order to understand where pi fits into the world of mathematics, one must understand several of its properties. Pi is irrational and pi is transcendental. Another important concept to understand is that of how pi is calculated and how the methods have changed over time. Some people became famous by discovering ways to calculate pi. They are Leibniz 1671, Wallace, Machine 1706, Sharp 1770, Euler 1736, and Bunker. There are different approximations for pi by different philosophers. That are 355 divided by 113, 3.1416, 3.14159265, 358979, and 3.14159265, 358979, 323. History of pi. Even the Egyptian and Mesopotamian values of 25 divided by 8 equal to 3.125 and root 10 equal to 3.162 have been traced to much earlier dates than the biblical value of 3. The earliest values of pi were almost certainly empirically determined, which means they were found by measurement. Pi is a very old number. We know that the Egyptians and the Babylonians know about the existence of the constant ratio of pi, although they didn't know it's very nearly as well as we do today. They had figured out that it was a little bigger than 3. The Babylonians had an approximation of 31 divided by 8, that is 3.125, and the Egyptians had a somewhat worse approximation of 3.160484, which was slightly less accurate and much harder to work with. Modern day technology allows us to calculate pi to billions of decimal places. 3.14 is usually all we need. The first record of an individual mathematician taking up the problem of the pi, often called squaring the circle and involving the search for a way to cleanly relate either the area or the circumference of a circle to that of a square, occurred in ancient Greece in 400 BC. In the late Greek period, after Alexander the Great had spread Greek culture from the western borders of India to the Nile Valley of Egypt, Alexandria, Egypt became the intellectual center of the world. Among the many scholars who worked at the university there, by far the most influential to the history of pi was Euclid. The Chinese in the 5th century calculated pi to an accuracy not surpassed by Europe until the 1500. The Chinese as well as the Hindus arrived at pi in roughly the same method as the Europeans until well into the Renaissance when Europe finally began to pull ahead. While pi activity started in Europe, the situation in other parts of the world was quite different. The Mayan civilization, situated on the Yucatan Peninsula in Central America, was quite advanced for its time. The Mayans were top notch astronomers, developing a very accurate calendar. In order to do this, it would have been necessary for them to have a fairly good value for pi. Pi becomes theoretical. It appears to have been Archimedes who was first to become a theoretical calculation of pi. Archimedes used inequalities very sophisticatedly here to show that he knew pi did not equal 22 by 7. He never claimed to have found the exact value. It has become one of the most prominent missions of the scientific community to calculate pi more and more precisely. The notations of pi. The first to use the symbol pi with its current meaning was William Jones in 1706. He was Welsh mathematician. Euler adopted the symbol in 1737 and it soon became a standard. 22 by 7 exceeds pi. Proofs of the famous mathematical result that the rational number 22 by 7 is greater than pi date back to antiquity. 22 by 7 is a widely used Diophantine approximation of pi. It is a conversion in the simple continued fraction expansion of pi. It is greater than pi as can be readily seen in the decimal expansion of these values. The approximation has been known since antiquity. Archimedes wrote the first known proof that 22 by 7 is an overestimate in the 3rd century. Although may not have been the first to use that approximation, his proof proceeds by showing that 22 by 7 is greater than the ratio of the perimeter of a circumscribed regular polygon with 96 sides to the diameter of the circle. And the rational approximation of pi that is far more accurate is 355 divided by 113. Why pi is important? Only one point I would be saying that without pi, we cannot know about our own earth, which is in the form of sphere. Think about it. Something to see. Probably no symbol in mathematics has evoked as much mystery, romanticism, misconception, and human interest as the number pi. Thank you to all of you who are here to watch this video.